Hello there, thank you very much for joining me. It's Mohammed Fahim. Today's lesson is about bar chart. Previously, we have done line graph and it's bar graph or bar chart as well. If you look at the whiteboard, you will see certain types of vocabulary words that's been written down to do the bar chart. We have a bar chart here. On the very left hand side, it's a percentage, and in the bottom, there are certain subjects like arts, history, math, science, and English. Before pursuing or before attempting the bar chart, we need to understand what it's all about. A bar chart, actually, this is the heading or the question statement. The bar chart shows the favorite school subject of students in a school in 2025. यानी 2025 में 2005 में जो फेवरेट सब्जेक्ट्स रहे हैं एक पर्टिकुलर स्कूल में उनके बारे में बार चार्ट है. And what's the bar chart is actually about? A bar chart compares numbers, percentage, counting different types of statistics, people, things. इन चीज़ों को आपस में compare करता है. I have written down everything. If there was any change, how was the change? And if there is any category, or how it was different from the others. The second most aspect, vocabulary for higher things. If you want to show anything higher in percentage, excuse me, then you can use these words higher than, greater than, more than that. इस तरह के words जो हैं वो आप इस्तेमाल कर सकते हैं. You can stretch your phone screen and can view all the words. Now we have another vocabulary list. It's for lowers. If something is in lower state or lower status, then you can use these words like lower than, less than, below than, under. So these are the words here that you can use, that figures, smaller figures or lower figures. Then to indicate the similarity, अगर दो चीज़ों में similarity है तो उसके लिए likewise, similarly, and the same, in the same way, almost the same, and comparable to, ये चीज़ें similarly, similarity को show करने के लिए use होती हैं. Differences को show करने के लिए these are the vocabulary words like whereas, while, however, in contrast, and compared to. So these are the words. Now we have another thing. These are numbers. Numbers जो हैं उनके लिए percentage, figures, numbers, statistics, इस तरह के words जो हैं वो आप इस्तेमाल करते हैं. rate इस्तेमाल करते हैं, RATE, the rate of certain things. Now we have comparing things. अगर आप दो चीज़ों को compare कर रहे हैं, for example you will use the name in the beginning like A. एक ही जगह आप जो है country का name या किसी person का नाम है या product का नाम है वो use कर सकते हैं. A was higher than B. B की जगह भी आप वो country का या चीज़ का जो नाम है वो इस्तेमाल कर सकते हैं. अगर आप superlative degree इस्तेमाल कर रहे हैं, यानी एक चीज़ जो बाकी तमाम चीज़ों से सबसे ज़्यादा है, जैसे कि इस ग्राफ में इंग्लिश का सब्जेक्ट जो है वो अट्रैक्टिव जो है वो सिलेक्शन रही है स्टूडेंट की, तो ये सबसे ज्यादा जो चीज है इसके लिए सुपरलेटिव डिग्री इस्तेमाल करते हैं. फॉर सुपरलेटिव यू कैन से चाइना रिकॉर्डेड द हाईएस्ट परसेंटेज, और इन दिस वेरी बार चार्ट कॉन्टेक्स्ट यू कैन से दैट इंग्लिश सब्जेक्ट was the highest the choice of English subject was the highest among students. अगर आप अप्रोक्सीमेशन को शो करते हैं, यानी अप्रोक्सीमेट एक आप अंदाजा लगाने के लिए, उसके लिए बहुत से वर्ड्स हैं, जैसा कि अबाउट है, ऑलमोस्ट है, अप्रोक्सीमेटली है, अराउंड है, नियरली है, जस्ट ओवर है, एंड जस्ट अंडर है. सो दीज आर द वर्ड्स that you can use to write the bar chart. Now we move towards the actual practical task. That's consists of 4 aspects. We already have discussed in previous videos: introduction, overview, body paragraph 1, and body paragraph 2. So let's move to introduction. So this is our question statement. The bar chart shows the favorite school subjects of students in a school in 2025. As I already mentioned in line graph that we need to paraphrase, and I also told certain points that we will try in this bar chart as well. So we'll paraphrase it. The bar chart, here they have written shows. We will use illustrate, ILLUSTRATES, illustrates. Preferred, PREFFERED, they have written favorite. We have used, we have paraphrased preferred. Preferred school subjects, SUBJECTS. So now we have an option. If we have 5 to 6 names, then we can use them as I mentioned in my previous video in line graph. Either we can use brackets like English, Science, Maths, and we have History, we have Arts. So these are the 5 subjects. We will write them in brackets. So the bar chart illustrates preferred school subjects: English, Science, Maths, Arts, History, and Art among students, among school students. You also can write pupil, P-U-P-I-L, and you also can write learner, L-E-A-R-N-E-R. So these are the alternative words that you can write among school students in 2025. So this is what you have written. The percentage the proportion of subject selection is given in percentage. This means the proportion, the balance, तनासुब जिसे कहते हैं, the equality of something has been given in percentage. जो भी उनका proportion है वो percentage में दिया गया है. So this is our introduction. You can write it another way by changing little bit words or little sentences, but it's up to you how you want to write it. Let's review this introduction. The bar chart illustrates or compares. You also can use different words, as I have written here, comparison words. Here it is: difference, similarity, numbers, and then you have vocabulary of higher things. And the comparison में आप कह सकते हैं illustrates, shows, compares, indicates. So you can use different types of words. So let's review it. The bar chart illustrates preferred school subjects: English, Science, Maths, History, Arts among school students. Here you can make another change: among a particular, P-A-R-T-I-C-U-L-A-R, particular school students. So this is how you can change your introduction by practicing. School students in 2025, the proportion of subject selection is given in percentage. So this is our introduction. Let's move to overview. Here we have overview. If you remember from the line graph, I recommended that, not I recommended, but everyone recommends that we should write overall, because we are just giving a synopsis, we are just giving the summary what's in here, because we have to give original statistics or real statistic, real data in body paragraph 1 and 2. Overall, English, first we will write about the highest trend, ENGLISS. English was the favorite subject of students with the highest percentage of selection. And now we can compare. Likewise, first we will, if there are more trends, then we can give another example of the second highest. Likewise, science appeared as the second highest trend of subject choice among students. After giving these two highest trends, now we can give the least adopted trend. In contrast, arts was least favorable, or you can say least popular subject among students. So this is our overview. Now this is the body paragraph 1. In the body paragraph 1, we need to give higher trends, higher percentages, as I already mentioned in the very first video of line graphs. So we see that English was the most preferred subject, followed by science, maths, history, and arts was the least adopted subjects. So in the first paragraph, we will give the highest percentages or highest trends, or in other words, you can say mention the higher trends from the available statistics, or you can say data, or you can say numbers. English appeared as the favorite subject or among students. %35 students choose English, while, which is the next trend, science, while 25% students preferred science subject. Now there is a third trend. In comparison, comparison, in comparison to discussed subjects, maths was selected by 20% students. So this is how we can end the first paragraph, because there are only two options remaining. So in the second body paragraph, we can talk about the least adopted subjects. For instance, I write the second paragraph from here. The data indicates, reveals, shows, whatever word you want to choose. The data indicates that history, that 15% students opted for और selected, दोनों में से जो भी word, any word, if you can choose, selected history subject. Now you can start your sentence with other remark to shows difference or something like that. Whereas arts wasn't, or you can say arts was least attractive for students because only 5% students chose history subject. So this is how you can write both of your body paragraphs in simple way. Thank you very much for joining me. It's Mohammed.